Hey Capricorn, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 27th through May 3rd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here, and then we're going to go ahead and pull a spirit message card for you guys from this oracle deck here. I do apologize for the late post, guys. I burned through my recording equipment. I don't know if you guys saw the posts on Instagram and Facebook letting everybody know, but I'm super behind. I ordered a camera. Hopefully it'll make things go faster. I'm waiting for it to be delivered, but please forgive the delays. I'm really slow right now recording and loading. But we're going to see what's coming up this week for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 27th through May 3rd for our lovely Capricorn darlings. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, kicking it off without further ado, Capricorn, you guys have Two of Swords in your weekly energy, in your weekly message, kicking it off here. Two of Swords can be a card that comes up when we have fear about taking action in a situation. Okay, it's also a card that comes up that lets us know if we've been going back and forth with somebody about something, they're not going to change. They're not going to budge. So if you've been delaying a decision because you're waiting to see what somebody else is going to do, or if you're waiting to see if they're going to make changes, Two of Swords kind of lets us know that this person's like, we're kind of at an impasse. We're at an impasse here, and both people are just kind of not wanting to be in acceptance of this. So if it's a work situation and you feel like they're kind of giving you the runaround, or you feel like they're just trying to buy time or keep you happy, it's probably what's happening when we see Two of Swords. Or if it's a relationship situation, the person might just be hoping that you'll just kind of let them sweep something under the rug with a little bit of time. Two of Swords can also be a card. Those of you that you watch my readings, you've heard me say, Spirit is asking you to take action. You're afraid to take action, but if you were to, push that blindfold off your face, you'd see it's not that dark. There's plenty of moonlight showing you the road ahead. You've got two beautiful swords. You have tools. You have things to protect you. You don't need to be afraid. Right? You don't need to be afraid. Oftentimes, Two of Swords can mean you're not taking action in a situation because you're afraid, or you're hoping something may change that's like not gonna change. Okay? So Spirit is saying don't delay yourself anymore. This card for you guys this week has the energy to me, Capricorn, where you guys maybe have put some situation on the back burner. And Spirit is saying get it off the back burner, because if you leave it there just, bubbling away, it's gonna burn. It's gonna overflow. It's gonna you're not gonna get the result that you want, right? So it's time to give this matter attention and to do what you see fit to do in the situation for yourself, okay? Next card here is we have Eight of Wands. And Eight of Wands is action. It's movement. So Spirit is saying once you make the decision and once you start taking steps in the direction you're feeling guided to go, things are going to begin unfolding very quickly, right? Eight of Wands could even indicate something happening very fast without obstacles, okay? Without obstacles. Like things are just moving forward very, very quickly. I was like, I smell something. The candle went out. Things happening very quickly. So things moving very quickly. Doors opening up. The 8 is really jumping out at me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. When it does, it gives me the sense and the feeling that this is in matters of financial situation. So I feel whatever this decision you guys have been delaying or you've been on the fence about has been a financial thing. Okay, maybe some of you are saying, well, maybe right now is not the best time to make changes, or maybe now is not the best time to do job hunting. But Eight of Wands says you might be pleasantly surprised. It's kind of like that vibe, Capricorn. Have you ever had this happen where, and maybe some of you have, those of you that actively work on manifesting, you can let me know in the comments if you've had this experience, and maybe it will encourage your Capricorn tribe. I'm not a Capricorn, but I know a lot of Capricorns. So maybe you've had this experience happen when, say, you've been thinking, for example, you've been thinking about moving, right? And you're like, well, I'm not ready right now. You know, things aren't the way I'd like them to be right now. But let me just see what's out there. Let me just start, you know, I'd really like to live in this neighborhood. Let me walk through that neighborhood and see if there's any lease signs or for rent signs in an apartment or something, and you just call the number to see if there's anything like with the prices, and then you might think, oh well, let me just take a look at the place, and before you know it, things have fallen into place or something has happened. This person's in a hurry to rent the place, or the person just really seems to like you or have a good feeling about you, and some like things just kind of fall into place where all of a sudden it's worked itself out. That's the kind of vibe I'm feeling, Capricorn. Even if you don't think it's going to happen, I feel like what Spirit is saying, just start doing the research. Just start taking the baby steps. Just start looking at what's out there, and you may be surprised how quickly things fall into place, right? Like you might just be looking at job listings just to see if there's anything out there. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this kind of sounds like something I might enjoy, right? Or this sounds like something that might be like right up my alley. Or if you're doing something in terms of a project or a business, and you're just like trying to put your feelers out there and see if anybody bites. And all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, you know, here's a chance for me to make a little extra money on this project, or, you know, providing this service. So just start doing the research, see what's out there, and you might be surprised to see how things begin to fall into place, Caps, for you guys this week. Your next card here is the Moon. Not surprising at all. Not surprising at all. Now, a couple of things. Number one, the Moon card is a major arcana card. So this is an energy that's going to be following you for a while. It means you're coming into a phase, you're coming into a period of your life that is directly linked to a crossroads, that's directly linked to something you came here to learn and to master in this life. So the good news of it is this. If it's something you came here to master, if it's something you came here to accomplish, you already have a spiritual team assigned to you to accomplish this. You already have angels and guides who are specifically assigned to you or agreed to help you in this phase. Right? You already have a spiritual team. And so if you came here to master it or accomplish it, you can't fail. The only way you're going to fail is if you stop trying. And that's the other meaning here with this Moon card, which is to learn to trust your intuition and to get over fear. Oftentimes when the Moon card comes up, we feel a little bit afraid to take action. And that's what we got with the Two of Swords in the beginning. So Capricorn, this is a week in which some of you are finding that you're having to overcome some hesitation, some like what if energy, some fears about taking steps or moving forward. But the Eight of Wands is telling us that you might be pleasantly surprised once you start taking those steps. And the Moon card is telling us that you are going to be successful by relying on your creativity and relying on your intuition to kind of guide you, to help you figure out, you know, what steps to take or what to do next. Some of you have had an inkling for a while and you just keep putting this on the back burner. And Spirit's like, get it off the back burner already. Okay? Get it off the back burner already. You know, I will say this, and sometimes people get mad in the comments that shut up, don't talk about yourself, we don't care, you have such a huge ego. Please understand, Capricorn, if I share something personally from my story, I'm trying to testify. I'm not saying it to put myself up. I'm saying it to let you guys know I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to feel very stuck. And being on YouTube, I am by no means a massive YouTuber. I'm not saying it like, oh, look at me, I'm a big time. No, I know there's other readers out there with way more subscribers, way more views, you know, way more of like popularity. I'm not doing this for popularity, but I delayed YouTube for the longest time because I was nervous about it. I was scared about, you know, making videos and putting them online. I didn't know if anybody was going to watch them. But hearing how much it's helped so many people, that kept me going, and it's opened up a lot of doors and a lot of blessings in my life. But I was terrified to do it. And then my guides were like, look, you can start the YouTube channel or you can let us give you a tower moment. And I was like, oh, heck no, because if anybody knows how to throw a tower moment, it's my guides, let me tell you. So in this way, I'm saying this to you, Capricorn, that a lot of the times the things that we feel afraid to do are going to bring the most positive change in our life. But the negative ego comes up and is like, oh, that's not going to work for you. Oh, no, like, no, don't do that. How is that even possible? How would that even work out? Oh gosh, no. And Spirit is saying, take the steps. Don't gamble. Don't do anything crazy. You know, like if you have a job at the moment, don't say, well, I'm going to go into my job and quit on the spot and flip my boss off and cuss him out and walk out and go make a living selling popsicles, you know, like don't get too like enthusiastic about the dream, you know. Maybe get the popsicle thing going for a little bit before you quit your job, right? You know, or whatever it might be. I'm just giving kind of like a zany little example, but you know, take logical steps, but get moving. You might be pleasantly surprised at how quickly things begin to fall into place and snap together for you. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to believe or imagine because I know Capricorns have had a really rough patch, as did Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio, I'm not a Capricorn, but that's one thing we have in common is we really got dragged through the ringer for like a good friggin' decade, right? So after having so many disappointments, it might be difficult to hear that things are going to shift or change, but you guys are just being encouraged to just start doing the research and start taking the steps, okay? Your next card here, my dears, is the Queen of Wands. And so Queen of Wands is an energy that is very beautiful. I love to see Queen of Wands come up in a reading because oftentimes she shows up in a reading to let us know that someone is dealing with a situation where they've been pushed into the corner one too many times, right? You are way more talented than you're giving yourself credit for. The people in your life or the people that you work for need you a lot more than what they're letting on. And so as a result, what ends up happening is you might kind of get ruled over a little bit. It's like, well, we can't let Capricorn know how much we need Capricorn. We can't let Capricorn go around getting a big head. So they may do things specifically to kind of make you question yourself or make you doubt yourself or keep you on your toes or keep you feeling like, man, I'm so glad this person has me around or allows me to be around. Meanwhile, they're benefiting from you being around. But when the Queen of Wands comes up, it's like you're having this awakening, this little light bulb's going off in your head. You're like, wait a minute. This person or this job or this situation, they have a really sweet deal having me around. I'm doing a lot around here. Like you have this awakening where all of a sudden you see what you're bringing to the table and you see your worth. And you're like, no, I shouldn't have to like tolerate for less than. So when the Queen of Wands comes up, you know, she steps forward and she'll speak up and she'll say like, this is what I want. And if she doesn't get it, she's ready to go. She's ready to pounce. The thing about it though, is she's going to do it, like I said, in a very logical way. You know, she's going to go out there and she's going to look at what's available, what resources are available to her, what jobs are available to her, what living arrangements are available to her. And she's going to get very focused on making the switch. Okay, making the change. So when I see Queen of Wands in a reading, it lets me know that you're very driven, you're very motivated, and you are ready to like just really take off. And once you get going, things are going to happen for you very, very quickly. You're going to come up very, very quickly. And that's a very positive energy to have coming in. Especially we starting off with that Two of Swords, where you're just kind of stuck in like an ostrich with the head in the sand, not wanting to look. To go from that to Queen of Wands doesn't surprise me because she moves fast. It's like once the decision is made, boom, like things are happening. Okay, so that's the energy that you have available to you this week, Capricorn. This is the energy you have available to you this week to harness. We're going to go ahead and check out this deck here. Now, this deck is going to be especially beneficial or helpful if you are someone who has creative interests, like if you're doing something with your creativity right now, or you work in a creative field, or you're desiring to get into something more creative, because it's advice for creativity or messages from spirit to enhance creativity. As always, if you're interested in what decks I'm using, I have them linked in the description of the video. But like, say you don't care about creativity, you're like, I'm just trying to get through life. This is a good little message for you to just kind of create some new energy. Okay, so you can take it that way as well. So Caps, what do you guys have? This is your card. Now, I encourage you guys to look here at this card and see what's jumping out at you, how it's speaking to you, what the symbolisms and the colors say to you. I'm seeing a lot of orange jumping out at me. I'm really noticing that orange, that vibrant orange, also the green. So heart chakra opening up, sacral chakra opening up, solar plexus here with the yellow. Those colors are really jumping out at me. So if you're into chakra work or chakra clearing, chakra meditations, affirmations, singing bowl music, if you want to do chakra work this week, I think heart chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus are going to be good for you guys to focus on. These little star shapes are really jumping out at me. So the star shapes for me indicate following your intuition, listening to your gut. Colors here with the wings showing your true colors, but also like the Queen of Fire, just getting ready to take off, getting ready to launch into something much bigger, a sense of freedom. And it looks like she has a wand here, so like you're ready to work your magic, you're ready to get out there again. Again, I encourage you to see what's jumping out at you and how it speaks to you, okay? The message here is manifestation. Soon you may manifest the goal you focus spiritual energies upon. So that's pretty much confirming what the other cards were saying, that you guys are going to have something fall into place pretty quickly, right? You're combining the energy here. You have the drive, and once you get going, you're going to see things beginning to pop in a pleasant way very, very soon. Now, I do encourage you guys to watch your moon, sun, and rising sign videos, simply because some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, because these are general after all. More than happy to give you a private card reading, intuitive and card reading. If you click on the Calendly link, you can schedule with me. But if you want more astrology, I've had a lot of people coming at me with like astrology requests. I had an astrologer that gave me a reading that really impressed me. So I have their information in the description of the video. And if you guys want to book one of their affordable astrology analysis report readings, they will give you 30% off with the Angel 30 code and sponsor the channel. So you guys know me. I've been on this channel for almost 2 years now, going on 2 years almost. And I've never, ever had anybody that I've been like, oh, hey, you know, go check them out. Or I haven't accepted sponsors, but I was pleased with their service. They also have articles and things on there for free if you want to check those out. If you want astrology, I don't want to mislead anybody with astrology, because I'm not an astrology expert. My astrology understanding is super basic, and I don't want to misinform people because I don't know a lot about the topic. So, but if you want a card reading, if you want an intuitive reading, I'm more than happy to read for you guys. If you would like to check out your love readings and channeled angel messages for April, those are linked in the description of the video as well if you want to watch more of the YouTube videos. I am going to do the love for May and channeled messages for May soon. I have a camera arriving today, and hopefully, oh God, please help me figure out how to work that thing. And then hopefully the videos won't be so backed up. They won't be so delayed. I'm working on it, guys. Thank you for your patience. Don't forget, every day Instagram and Facebook, I post a message, a card of the day, a pick a card. So follow along with that as well. Thanks so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears.